I can push it. Okay.
Yep, there it is.
I just did. We are recording.
Good afternoon to everyone. And in case you did not know, I am your Detroit City Council President, Brenda Jones, and some call me the Citizen's Voice. I also am a strong advocate of Governor Whitmer's Stay Home, Stay Safe executive order. That has been extended to May 28th for those of you who did not know. But I also realize there are people who must go to work every day so everyone else can stay home and can remain safe. They not only go to work, they put the welfare of others before their own because they are dedicated to their professions of serving and protecting people. They do so willingly and without seeking any recognition or any award. However, I think we should do something to honor these men and women. And that's what we do each week during this highlighting our heroes segment. Today, I am joined by Captain Lashana Potts, Lieutenant Kim Gabriel, Lieutenant Tanya Leonard-Gilbert, and Chief Chaplain Caldwell. They represent the members of the Detroit Police Department's peer support team. Also, joining us is Deputy Chief Todd Bettison. Our police officers take an oath to protect and to serve. But guess what? They too need support. They see tragedies professionally and experience challenging personal situations. Who do they turn to protect and to serve them? They turn to their fellow officers on the peer support team, and the peer support team does just that. DC Bettison, please tell us about the importance of their work, and then we'll hear from the team members.
Thank you, Council President, and thank you just for doing this and giving us this platform and recognizing our peer support team. When Stacey Clayton reached out and asked for a person to represent the police department to be honored today, I immediately thought about our peer support team, and at that point said, I can't give you one person. I said, because we have a team, and this team that's before us, they support Chief Craig, they support me, our department executives, and the frontline officers when we're going through tragedy. So our chaplains, at each time we have a fallen officer or whatever tragedy it may be, or even in the community when we're at a crime scene and we got a family that's in grief and hurting, our chaplains respond, our peer supporters respond, and they wrap their arms around the community and also our department members who are hurting, because I think everybody can agree that when you see a child or you know, some of our seniors or just anybody in a position that has been compromised and life has been lost or life is about to be lost, at that point, you feel the human piece, and our hearts ache as well, because behind this badge is a heart. And peer support, they help us, the first responders who have to remain strong, but they help us get through just those tragic moments and help keep us sane and sound and help us deal with our grief. So thank you for honoring peer support. And that was the reason that I asked for Lashana Potts, Captain Potts, Lieutenant Gabriel, Lieutenant Leonard-Gilbert, and our Chief Chaplain, Chaplain Caldwell, to be honored today.
And let me just say, I see you all out all the time, and I truly thank each and every one of you for everything you do. You definitely go over and above. And, you know, it's always good to see that support person there when you're going through a time where you really need someone. And so I say thank you to all of you. I also say thank you to you, DC Bettison. And I know that your job is not always easy, but you are always professional. No matter what the situation is, you are always professional and doing a great job at what you do. I'd like to hear from each one of you. And I'm going to start off with Captain LaShawna Pop.
Hi, thank you, President. We truly appreciate the recognition. I know that I can speak for myself as well as the other peer members. We don't do this for accolades. Each one of us do it because it's in our hearts to give back to the community. It's also in our hearts to help officers who are experiencing trauma to get over that hump so that they can be well physically as well as mentally. So I want to thank DC Bettison for the recognition. I also want to thank you and your staff, Stephen, Grady, Linda Wesley. Those are my people. I love them with all of my heart. And I'm just truly blessed to do what I love and to do it with the passion that I have.
And we love you with all of our hearts as well. Lieutenant Kim Gabriel.
Yes, good afternoon, Brenda Jones, and my fellow peer supporters and everybody here on the panel. I just want to say this month will be 5 years that the peer support team has been established. We've been established since 2015. The chief brought it here. We did have a team to support our fellow officers, and he brought it here in 2015. Since then, we've evolved, and we, as a team, now we handle the police funerals. We support the families of police officers, and it's a hard job, and it can be very emotional for our peer members, and but they have such strong passion to help their fellow officers that they look past their own emotions to be there to support their fellow officers. So we enjoy doing it. We do it 24/7. We're available. We have 2 teams currently, and we're available 24/7 for our officers. So they respond out on accidents if our officers get into critical car accidents or even car accidents where they're injured. They respond out on all different types of runs where we think officers are going to be affected emotionally by those runs. So we enjoy helping our fellow officers. Our team, it's a joint effort. So I wish all of our team could be on this panel because they all sacrifice a lot, their own family life and stuff to go out and support their fellow officers. So it's a really great feeling though that we know that we're since the peer team has been established that we've helped a lot of officers.
Thank you, and I truly appreciate you and truly love you as well, and you do a good job at helping the officers. Lieutenant Tanya Leonard-Gilbert.
Good afternoon, Madam President.
Good afternoon.
It's very great to see you, ma'am. To everyone on the call, my DC, my captain, my other fellow peer members. I just love you guys. To your staff, Stephen Grady is awesome, and I've had opportunity to meet with each and every one at different points. Chief Caldwell, thank you so much for all that you do. I just want to say thank you for recognizing us and for the love that you pour out to us often. I want to thank you, our peer supporters. We work hard. We, as my captain said, we do it from our heart. We do it because we love our community. We love our team, and we're here for one another. Through this COVID crisis, as we all know, it's really been challenging and really been something. I'm grateful to have been a peer supporter and to have been a part of that team. I think it really has helped to wrap our arms around everyone, not only on the department, but within the city. So I just want to say thank you, and it's really nice to see everyone.
Thank you, and thank you for what you do as well. Again, you all are awesome, and I definitely want to hear from Chief Chaplain Linnell Caldwell.
Council President, thank you. We honor you for your leadership as well, and we thank DC Bettison for his support, and Captain Potts for his support, and Stephen Grady. Again, you know, you got to keep calling his name out because he's with there 110% with us, and Lieutenant Gilbert, and we just love you as well. We are the chaplains, and you can't keep us away from blue. We are blue, and you can't keep us away. Our motto is making a mark in a man's life that will never, ever be erased. And so whenever we're called upon, we're there to support and put our arms around our officers as well as their families to support them. As the old saying goes, the team works because there's a dream. And you have a dream, we fulfill it by doing what God has called us to do. So thank you for allowing us to serve in the capacity that we serve in. But one main thing, thank you for supporting us 100%.
I truly appreciate you, Chief Chaplain Caldwell, for everything you do as well. You are an awesome leader. And I truly, all of you are, you are, you know, magnificent. Normally, under normal circumstances, we would be bringing you down to the City County building, giving you a Spirit of Detroit award. But we are not in normal days. And so we still want to highlight you and just say thank you for all that you do. I know you don't do it for recognition, but I know you do a doggone good job at what you are doing. And just to be able to know that there's someone there to be able to support our officers when they are facing hard times. I truly thank you. You are worthy to be recognized. And I say to you all, continue to do what you are doing, even though times sometimes get difficult. I know, and I know Chief Chaplain Caldwell will say, there is a God, and he is always in control, and he will never let us down. I know that, and I believe that to the depth of my heart. And that's why you all are able to do the things that you do. And I truly appreciate you. The city of Detroit is lucky to have all of you doing the job that you are doing. Thank you, and God bless you, and God keep you all during this period. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and again to our men and women in blue who support their fellow officers, know that we support you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam President,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam President,
Yes.
I just wanted to let the peer support team know how much I love and support all of them. You all are my heroes. You are always present when there is danger, when there is grief. You handle families, you handle officers, you handle victims. You probably even handle the perpetrators as well. And I can't let you know enough how much I appreciate you. Chief Chaplain Caldwell, I will let you know that sometimes I sneak on your Wednesday night sermons at your church. You don't know I'm there, but I'm there listening to your word. You bring the heat. I appreciate you so much. Of course, Captain Potts, Lashana Potts, you know you're my heart, along with Deputy Chief, my brother, Todd Bettison. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much for everything that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you,
and
Madam
thank you
President.
all.
Thank you.
Thank you all. I truly appreciate you. And as we continue to highlight our heroes, I'd like to recognize people who are having a positive impact on others during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is National Teachers Appreciation Week. And I thought it absolutely fitting to highlight DPS-CD teachers who have been working under unprecedented conditions during a unique time to ensure that their students will still receive an education. Joining us today to represent all of the outstanding teachers is Miss janine.scott, an Algebra 2 teacher and mobility and flight instructor at Davis Aerospace Technical High School. She also was recently named the 2020 Region 10 Michigan Teacher of the Year. Congratulations, Ms. Scott, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Please tell us what it's been like for you and your fellow teachers to do your job during this COVID-19 pandemic.
Oh my goodness. First, I just want to say thank you for having me on your show, Brenda. And, you know, we appreciate the teachers in the city, just appreciate the support of the city council. We appreciate the support of the mayor and the governor, and we appreciate the support of our district and the community in this time. This is unprecedented, and it is so, so difficult. We, as teachers, just to support our students, in Detroit, or just in general, some of their lives and some of the circumstances that they come from are so overwhelming. And then you add this on top. And a lot of our students come to school and get a break from all that. And now they're not at school. And so as teachers, we are just trying really hard to support our kids. We're in 100%. I just want to do a quick shout out to all my educator colleagues in the district and in the state and in the city of Detroit, because it is hard for us. Teachers thrive on working with our kids. You know, I'm a math teacher, so I do the math of this whole situation every day. And so when I do this math and I take a look at the effects that all of this pandemic is having on our kids in their situations and their lives, it overwhelms me. As a teacher, we care. You know, I want to say thank you to our police officers too, because I already know it's one of those things where everybody's in a pressure cooker right now and things explode all the time. And so as teachers, like I said, we struggle with making sure that our students are safe and sound in their hearts and in their mind. We struggle with making sure that they can get some education. I tell my students, you know, this is tight, but I need you to come to school. Come here to math class every day. I'm here for you. But we don't just do math, and we don't just do language arts. We do humans. And we don't just teach our subjects. We teach our kids, because really that's what education is all about, right? Making them good citizens so that they can be somebody and do something. And so in these unprecedented times, I just want to say thank you to all my peeps, DPSCD teachers, state of Michigan teachers, Detroit teachers, teachers in the United States, period. Boom.
I want to give you a special commendation as well. Many don't know, my mother was a math teacher, and she died in the 80s, and she was teaching at Northwestern High School.
Okay.
And she went to school every day, no matter what. And so I grew up in a household with math teachers. My aunt was also a math teacher. She taught at Cooley, she taught at Mumford, and then at Cass Tech. And so I was surrounded by math teachers. And I can tell you the one thing I always said, nobody have to ever worry about me being a teacher, because some of the things that you all have to deal with, and it's like some of those kids are your own kids. And then no matter what happens, you have to deal with the parents sometimes, and that's not always easy. That's not always easy. So my hat goes off to you as well, growing up around a math teacher. And I have people laughing because I said, my mother never allowed me to use a calculator. If I couldn't figure it out in my brain, then something was wrong. She did not allow me to use a calculator. And so I say, thank you. It takes a special type of person to be a great teacher. And that's what you are. You are that special type of person. You are a great teacher. And it has been highlighted before, not just highlighted today. As I indicated, you were named the 2020 Region 10 Michigan Teacher of the Year. So not only we know that you are the greatest, everyone else knows how great you are and salute you for the job well done. Thank you for the job that you do as well.
Thank you so much. I just really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, and again, thank you to all of the teachers who do their job every day, no matter what, and no matter what the pay is, they're still going there doing their job. So thank you so very much. Our final hero today is a profession we take for granted because they are always there when we need them. Whenever we go to the hospital, a doctor is there to see you. COVID-19 has added stress to an already stressful job. Dr. Brianna Standifer is an internal medicine doctor who, in her own words, says, end quote, "It has been a privilege to serve on the front lines in the intensive care unit at Henry Ford Hospital for the last 5 weeks, averaging 80 hours each of those weeks. She is born and raised in Detroit with many friends and relatives. So at the hospital, she finds herself caring for the family of friends and for the friends of family. The hospital has closed visitation, leaving patients with feelings of fear and overall disconnection. Dr. Standifer says she's been honored to stand in, to hold patients' hands, or utilize FaceTime to allow visual connection. Dr. Standifer, I have to say, this young lady, I am so proud of her because I met her when she was going through college to be a doctor. And she came into my office and she said, I read your story of you growing up and it reminded me so much of myself. And she has a story that no one would ever believe how she got to where she is today. And I am so very proud of her. Her story goes so far beyond COVID-19 when she talks about why she decided she wanted to be a doctor. As she watched patients, and African-American patients coming to get dialysis, no one telling them that there's still hope for you. She talked about how she caught the bus to school. She talked about how sometimes growing up, she had no water in her household. Some of the things she went through to get her to where she is. She talked about how she went to school and was expecting a child, had the baby, and went right back to school. She is truly a hero, truly a hero. I am so proud of her. I am so proud of her. She was the first one to get a college degree in her family, where people didn't think it was possible for her to do. She survived it all. And now she's helping people during COVID-19. It's a personal story that I can tell from so far back because of the times that we sat and we talked and things that she shared with me. And to know where she is today, helping people, doing the things that she's doing. She is truly a hero, truly a hero. So Dr. Standifer, please tell us how you're handling working during the COVID-19 pandemic and anything else you'd like to tell us.
Thank you so much, President Jones, for that amazing introduction. You almost made me want to cry. COVID has been crazy, everybody. I think that the hardest part for me has been not just taking care of patients in the ICU, but seeing people that I know, seeing our community members in these beds. And patients have been under our care for 20+ days. And we do our best on the front lines to assist them and talking to their families. We use things like FaceTime. You know, we try our best to make sure they have a connection. My team in particular, we call families every single day, even if there were no updates, like, hey, everything's going okay. You know, we'll give you a call back tomorrow. But it's been extremely, extremely difficult. I think particularly watching how much it affects African Americans has been the hardest thing for me in particular, just knowing that these are people that I know and love that are here suffering. And that's been really, really difficult. And I don't think that the media portrays it the way that everyone needs to see it. Like, staying at home is, in my opinion, the safest thing we can do, and probably need to do it beyond May 28th, because we don't honestly have a good handle on the situation. We have a lot of good therapies that I've seen have helped people, but again, COVID is kind of like, it's not a one size fits all virus. It's not a, oh, you're gonna have a cough and you're gonna be okay. Someone might have like body aches, headaches, and that's all. Someone else might come into the hospital and florid kidney failure. So we don't have a good grasp on it. And until we do, I think it's best to stay home and stay safe, especially for us, because it's hitting us so hard, so hard. And I think the hardest thing for me in the beginning of the month, we pronounced about 8 people in 2 days. And as a doctor, you know, you go in initially thinking, I can save everybody, but I learned being a dialysis tech that as much as you want to save someone, sometimes that's not what God had for them. But I think to see so much death so fast it broke me. I broke 2 weeks ago. I was tired of calling people's wives and telling them that it was always the husband, your husband isn't going to make it. I'm so sorry. And for me as a spiritual person, it was really hard because I'm not the type of doctor that says you have 5 days to live. That's not really how I am. Well, God could come in and just surprise everybody. But I'm going to tell you the facts I have, and we're going to walk through a plan together. And that was always my approach for families. And I think it's been incredibly difficult, especially at Henry Ford's ICU, because we already see some of the sickest of the sick patients anyway. So to have COVID on top of that, it has been extremely difficult. I think we're now starting to see a little light at the end of the tunnel, because most of our patients we were able to get from the initial wave, we've got them out the hospital, and they're, you know, most of them are doing okay, but a lot of them didn't make it out the hospital alive. And it's scary, because I did see a post one day that said the stay-at-home order is being lifted because ICU beds are clearing. And that scares me, because our beds have been clearing. And I don't know what that looks like for Detroiters. It really, really bothers me.
So she came to me and said, will you be my mentor? She is my mentor.
That's right.
I'm the mentee. You are my mentor. Because you have truly been an inspiration for me, as all of you are truly an inspiration. I just know where she came from and the things that she went through to get her where she is today. And it's a story that tells anyone, never quit. Never quit. You can do anything, and you can be anybody that you set your heart out to do. And I know you all see that all of the time, where people just want to give up, and there's something that they want to be, and they say, I don't think I can make it. And sometimes it's a little rough, but they still manage to make it. And she was one that made it, just as you all have made it. And you all are all heroes. And I thank you all for what you all do each and every day. People just don't know. You know, sometimes people say to me, I couldn't do the job that you do. I say to all of you all, I could not do the job that you all do. I could not be a police officer. I could not be a teacher. And I said that at a very young age. And I truly could not be a doctor. I truly thank you all. My hat goes off to all of you all. All of you all have displayed and continue to display the spirit of Detroit. we highlight and we love all of our heroes. And I just want to say, before we end this session, I wish all of the mothers a happy Mother's Day. All of the mothers are heroes every day. A very, very happy Mother's Day to all of the heroes that are mothers, because it takes a special person to be a mother. I have no kids other than the city of Detroit. And that is my family. Those are my kids as I try to help them each and every day. You all are heroes. You all deserve to be highlighted. Continue to do the job that you are doing. Continue to do the job that you are doing. You truly all represent the city of Detroit, and you truly all show the spirit of Detroit. I'm about to cry so that I won't cry. I'm going to, I see a hand raised, but we don't normally do public comments during this particular highlighting the hero. So I'm going to just say thank you to all of you all again. Linda's blowing kisses to you all. I give all of you all the virtually big hug. And you all know I love to hug. So I give you all a very big hug. And again, I cannot thank you all enough for the job that you do, the job that you have been doing, and the job that you will continue to do. And I ask God to continue to keep all of you all wrapped in his arms and keep all of you all safe as you are doing the job that you love to do and the job that I think you all were given the hat to do, because you all do it just as if it's a nothing. You just do it automatically. Thank you so much for what you do and what you give to the people in the city and in the state. God bless you all. And again, to the mothers, happy Mother's Day. And if you don't have, you think you don't have any children, no, you really do, because somebody's child somewhere is watching you and picking up on what you are doing. Again, thank you so much. You all are so very special to me, and bless you all. I am going to chime off before I cry, because I truly appreciate you all. I keep saying it, but you all just don't know how much I appreciate what you all do. I truly do. Thank you so much for what you all do. And I am going to chime off right now. God bless you and God keep you.
We appreciate you and love you too.
Appreciate you.
Thank
Love
you.
too.
Happy Mother's Day. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Righty.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all, and we are signing off.
Signing off.